Ramashikhan sir,
Yeah.
the live streaming has started.
Yes. Okay, fine.
Starting the recording as well. Yeah. Once the program starts, we'll do the recordings. Huh?
Yes.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. How was your tour?
It was good, sir.
You were there for 2 weeks?
No, sir. 11 days, sir.
Oh, very short visit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I went to Stanford University,
Ah,
then Cal State University, then San Jose and Santa Clara, sir. 4 universities I could visit.
oh.
Sir, namaste, sir.
Sir, namaste, sir. Morning.
How is the weather there?
The weather is pleasant, no rains for past 2-3 days.
Oh, all the rains you have sent to Chennai.
Yes, sir. Telugu Ganga, sir.
Now we are free from rain for the last 2 days.
Sir.
Vellore and Chennai.
Sir. Here about 6 to 7 districts of AP affected by floods, sir. Badly affected.
In the southern side or northern?
Northern, eastern, some districts, south side some districts.
Oh, seashore.
Yes, sir. Correct.
I made it.
Nellore, Chittoor, Kadapa.
And Visakhapatnam, Srikakulam.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Morning.
Chancellor, yeah, vanakkam.
Vanakkam.
Nallakingala sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Okay. Can I just pause? Stop the live stream.
Has our guest joined?
Can you introduce guests to our Chancellor, sir?
Of course. Still we have 9 minutes.
Yes, sir. Sir, Dr. Radha Krishnamacharya joined, sir. Actually, he is president of ISTAM.
ISTAM.
Yes, sir.
Where is he from?
I am from IIIT DM Kannur.
Huh?
Kurnool, sir. Kurnool.
Kurnool.
Formerly, I was at MIT Warangal for 35 years.
Ah.
After retirement, presently I am at IIIT DM, which is a centrally funded institute. I am here as a visiting professor.
Thank you, Professor.
Nice talking to all of you online.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I wish it should have been offline, but anyway.
We will invite you once it's all clear.
Yeah.
Because daily the pandemic is threatening.
Right. Is it appears as though it is coming to normalcy again. It is lurking in a corner, and it again shows his head. Anybody have to live with the reality.
Sir, Dr. Deepak Kumar joined?
Not yet, sir.
Okay.
Sir, Secretary ISTAM, DK Maiti, sir, he's joining shortly, sir.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is Dr. Kamaji here. Can you hear me?
Good morning, sir. Good morning.
Yes, sir. Good
Good
morning,
morning.
sir.
Sir, namaskar, sir, namaskar.
Namaste, sir. Very good morning.
Good morning.
Sir, sir, our chief guest for today,
Oh,
yeah, Dr. Samir Kamal. He's from DRDO, sir.
Good morning to everyone.
good morning,
Morning, sir.
Mr. Samir.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning to all of you.
Thanks.
5 more minutes.
Yeah, no problem. No issue.
Morning, everyone. Morning, sir.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning, sir.
There is some background.
Some sound is coming.
Yes, sir. Dr. Maiti has joined, sir. Secretary ISTAM.
Good morning. Good
Maiti,
morning.
sir. Morning, sir.
Sir, you are on mute.
Professor Maiti, good morning.
Morning, Maiti, sir.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Dr. Maiti.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, Radhamoshni, sir. Good morning, Maiti, sir. Good morning.
Deep Joy, sir, can you please do a voice test, please?
Yes, sir. Am I audible?
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Ravi Kumar, sir, can you please?
I think Professor Tapan Sengupta joined. Professor from IIT ISM Dhanbad. He is the keynote speaker, memorial lecture speaker. Professor
Morning,
Tapan.
everyone.
Yes,
Good morning.
Very good morning, sir.
Good morning, everybody. I'm actually connected from Kolkata. I'm visiting on a short trip to Kolkata. Our semester just got over. So took the opportunity to visit home.
muting if you remove this. Now nobody can talk except the. Dear sirs, can you just unmute one by one and test your audio, because we have muted everyone except all the dignitaries. Resta sir, can you?
Yeah. Audible?
Audible sir, thank you sir.
Thank you.
Deep Joy sir, Samir sir, Radhakrishna sir.
Yes, sir. Am I audible, sir?
Thank you
Am I
sir.
audible?
Yes sir, audible. Thank you sir.
Yeah, we can start now, 9 o'clock.
Okay, sir. Distinguished guests, dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to one and all, and welcome to the 66th Congress of the Indian Society of Theoretical and Applied Mechanics, or ISTAM, organized by the School of Mechanical Engineering and the School of Advanced Sciences, VIT AP University. To commence this landmark event, I would like to request Dr. Rama Srikant sir, convener of the 66th Congress ISTAM and Dean, School of Mechanical Engineering, VIT AP University, to welcome the gathering.
Yeah, so a very good morning to one and all, and a hearty welcome to all present on this virtual platform for the 66th Congress of ISTAM. So first of all, I take my privilege to welcome today's chief guest, Dr. Samir V. Kamaji, a distinguished scientist. He's a Director General, Naval Systems and Materials, DRDO. He's an extremely busy person, and because of his kind concern for the regards what he has for VIT, in spite of his busy schedule, he has consented to mark his presence today for this inaugural. So I'm very thankful for that. To tell him in short, like, he's a man of success, and he has stayed DRDO to script many success stories in developing indigenous technologies for numerous defense applications. And today he is with all of us to inspire us with his words of wisdom and experience. Sir, I respectfully welcome you, sir. And it's with great delight that I welcome Professor G. Radhakrishna. He is the president of ISTAM. Currently, he is a professor in the Department of Mathematics in IIITDM Kurnool. And I also welcome Professor D.K. Maiti, Deepak K. Maiti, the secretary of ISTAM and professor in the Department of Aerospace Engineering, IIT Kharagpur, for this inaugural session. And both of them, they have been with us all through, giving us seamless support, necessary and timely guidance, connecting us with the ISTAM office. There are no delays at any point of time, and made the event happen very smoothly to what is happening today. A warm welcome to both of you, sir. Thank you. And it's a great privilege and honor to extend a warm welcome to our most beloved, honorable, and visionary Chancellor, Dr. G. Vishwanathan, sir. He has been the torchbearer for entire VIT group of institutions, and he's a person behind scripting VIT success. Rather, I'll say grand success for VIT to stand as a premier academic and research institution in the entire country today. And today, like, if you look into, the government has recognized VIT as an institute of eminence. So it is all under his guidance and leadership. He's an emblem of hard work, commitment, and determination. I am very grateful for his kindly consenting to grace the inaugural session. Sir, I respectfully welcome you, sir.
Thank you.
So it's a privilege to welcome our Vice President, Shankar Vishwanathan, sir, Shekhar Vishwanathan, sir, and G.V. Selvan, sir, under whose direction the VIT group of institutions have grown by leaps and bounds. Hearty welcome to you all, sir. I now welcome our beloved Vice Chancellor, Dr. S.V. Kotareddy, sir. To describe in a nutshell, he's a man of performance. He's always there with us, motivating us to scale new heights. And he himself, he works day in and day out to take VIT AP University to the next level of excellence. Sir, a heartfelt welcome to you, sir.
Thank you.
I now welcome our dear Registrar, sir, Dr. C.L.V. Shivkumar, sir, who has been meticulously following us up regarding all the developments from time to time for successful organization of this conference. A hearty welcome to you, sir. I also welcome all the resource persons of the memorial lectures, the invited talks, the delegates who have enthusiastically contributed to the technical sessions of the conference, the executive council members of the ISTAM, life members of ISTAM, the deans of all the schools, heads of the departments, faculty friends, staff, scholars, student friends, press and electronic media. A hearty and a warm welcome to you all. So ISTAM was established in the year 1955. So today it is 2021. So 66 years is a long period. But if you look into now, VIT-AP today is organizing the 66th ISTAM conference. So since its inception, every year without missing even once, from 1955 to 2021, 66 years, each and every year ISTAM has organized a conference. So in the last 66 years, it's a long period. If you look into, the country has gone through rough times. There are two major wars, then there are periods of emergency, so nothing could stop, even during the tough times which the country has gone through. So this shows the commitment of the society for furtherance of its vision. So for this, I should congratulate the society and its leadership. And these ISTAM conferences, they are conducted annually at various universities, institutions like eminence like IITs, NITs, and other reputed universities across the different parts of country. So this 66th ISTAM Congress is being hosted by VIT-AP University. So as they say, history repeats itself, exactly 5 years prior to this date, the 61st ISTAM Congress was held at VIT Vellore campus in 2016. And I'm very happy that ISTAM has revisited VIT once again, but in its new campus at Amaravati. So I thank the ISTAM office for having such high confidence and regards on the VIT group. So the conference, the 3-day conference, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, it has attracted more than 300 delegates and participants from across 5 different countries. And we have got a lot to unbox for the next 3 days, 5 memorial lectures, invited talks across 20 technical sessions. We have got more than 140 technical abstracts, 90 sessions on fluid mechanics, 50 sessions on solid mechanics and experimental mechanics, and their special sessions. So with these few words, I welcome you all once again to the conference and greatly benefited. The virtual floor is open for the interested to benefited by the enlightening sessions across the 3 days. Thank you all for joining us today. Welcome.
Thank you, sir. So may I now request Dr. S.V. Kota Reddy, sir, Vice Chancellor, VIT-AP University, to address the gathering.
Good morning, everyone. Namaste. Respected Honorable Chancellor, Dr. G. Vishwanathan, sir, Chief Guest for the conference, and distinguished Scientist and Director General, Naval Systems and Materials, DRDO, Dr. Samir V. Kamath, President, Indian Society of Theoretical and Applied Mechanics, ISTAM, Dr. G. Radhakrishnamacharya, Secretary, ISTAM, Dr. Deepak Kumar Maiti, Vice President, Dr. Shekhar Vishwanathan, sir, Registrar, Dr. C.L.V. Shivkumar, sir, Convener and Dean, School of Mechanical Engineering, Dr. P.S. Ramashikant, Co-Convener and Dean, School of Advanced Sciences, Dr. Shantanu Mandal, distinguished guests, keynote speakers, delegates from various countries, faculty and staff members, research scholars, and their students. It is with great pleasure that I welcome you all to this 66th Congress of the Indian Society of Theoretical and Applied Mechanics. My hearty congratulations to the School of Mechanical Engineering and School of Advanced Sciences to organize this international conference. In the year 21-22, we are planning to organize 9 international conferences by all 7 schools of VIT-AP University. This is the 4th conference we are organizing, and 5 more international conferences are in pipeline. These conferences are providing a platform for sharing the research findings of research scholars, students. That way, these conferences are greatly helping all the research scholars, faculty members, as well as the students. On this occasion, I would like to update you on research and patent publications of VIT AP University. Our faculty members are receiving the external funds from various organizations like SERP, then DST, ISRO, Dassault Systems, Ministry of Tribal Welfare, and are also trying for the funding from DRDO. And recently, we received 2 grants from SERP, and 40 more proposals, research proposals, are under review. I'm confident that many of these research proposals will get through, and we will get the funding from various funding agencies. Apart from the external funding, the university is providing internal funding to faculty members, research scholars, and students. I'm very happy to inform you that this year, the university is funding 52 projects. And some of these projects are really required for the societal needs also. With all these efforts, the publications have gone up significantly. We have published 511 papers in Scopus and Web of Science Index journals since our inception 2017, out of which 235 in 2021 itself. This is 100% more compared to the previous year. The current H index of the university is 21. The other area of our focus is on innovation and incubation. The research scholars, students are given opportunity to file the patents along with faculty members for their innovative ideas and projects. I'm very delighted to inform you that the expenditure for filing the patents is completely borne by the university. And this year, our aim is to publish around 160 patents. As on date, the university has published 82 patents, 2 granted, and around 80 are under review. I am confident that in the year 2021 and 22, VIT AP University will be #1 in the country for patent publications. With all these efforts, this year, VIT AP University ranked #2 among emerging private universities in India and ranked #1 in the state of Andhra Pradesh in Outlook University ranking 2021. This achievement would have not been possible without the hard work, commitment, dedication of all our faculty and staff members, research scholars, students, parents, and other stakeholders. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to all the stakeholders who are part of this achievement. Another area of our focus is collaboration with industries. From March 2021, we have been signing MOUs with various industries. As on today, within the short span, we signed 16 MOUs with various industries for certifications, placements, and training, joint research, and the establishment of centers of excellence. 4 more MOUs will be signed soon. That means this year we'll be signing around 20 MOUs for various purposes. I just wanted to tell you some of the prominent collaborations. We have signed MOU with Intel Corporation and Boston IT Solutions, UK. As a part of this collaboration, we are establishing Center of Excellence in IoT and cybersecurity. The other centers of excellence are AI and robotics, image and signal processing, renewable energy, additive manufacturing. Apart from Intel Corporation and Boston IT Solutions, we are discussing with industry partners like Siemens, then IBM, to establish these centers. We are also discussing with various international universities as knowledge partners for these centers. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to Dr. Samir V. Kamal to accept our invitation. And today he is the chief guest for the conference. Thank you very much, sir, for accepting our invitation. I also thank Dr. G. Radhakrishnamacharya, President ISTAM, and Dr. Deepak Kumar Maitri, Secretary ISTAM, for granting permission to organize ISTAM conference at VIT AP University. Thank you very much, sir. Before I conclude, I would like to appreciate the efforts of Dr. P.S. Ramashrikant, Dr. Shantanu Mandal, and Dr. S. Srinivas, and other faculty and staff members and students to organize this conference successfully. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, I would like to request Dr. G. Radhakrishnamacharya, President, Indian Society of Theoretical and Applied Mechanics, ISTAM, to say a few words to the gathering. Over to you, sir.
Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Samir V. Kamal, Distinguished Scientist and Director General, Naval Systems and Materials at DRDO, Honorable Dr. G. Vishwanathan, Chancellor and founder of VIT Group of Institutions, Dr. S.P. Kotareddy, Vice Chancellor, VIT AP University, Professor D.K. Maiti, Secretary ISTAM, Dr. P.S. Ramasrika, Convener 66th ISTAM Congress and Dean School of Mechanical Engineering, VIT AP University, Dr. C.L.V. Shivakumar, Registrar, VIT AP, delegates to ISTAM 2021, members of the faculty of VIT AP, invitees, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to all of you. At the outset, I extend a hearty welcome to all of you to this 66th Congress of Indian Society of Theoretical and Applied Mechanics 2021, being organized virtually by VIT AP University, Amravati. Under normal circumstances, this would have been a real festive occasion. All the young researchers, particularly the research scholars, eagerly wait for the month of December so that they can attend the ISTAM conference, present their papers, get the feedback on their work, listen to and interact with experts and enrich their knowledge. I remember in many of the earlier conferences, the young research scholars flock around the experts, even during tea breaks, lunch and dinner times, and interact as much as possible and get benefited. Unfortunately, we are missing all that. Few months ago, when things seemed to be returning to normalcy, there was a proposal to conduct conference in blended mode, but that could not be done. Anyway, let that be. Coming to ISTAM, as we are all aware, this is a 66-year-old organization which was established in 1955 by eminent researchers with the objectives to promote interdisciplinary research and also provide a platform for researchers working in the areas of theoretical and applied mechanics to share and discuss latest development in these areas. In its long journey of 66 years, the society inspired many researchers. In another 4 years, the society will be entering the 70th year, that is the Platinum Jubilee year, which is a very important milestone in the history of any society or organization. I think it is time we look back, take stock of its activities, contributions, assess to what extent the society has succeeded in fulfilling its objectives. Further, in view of the rapidly changing technology, the scenario at the national level, the new education policy 2020, the expectations and aspirations of young researchers, we may have to take some new initiatives to make the society more vibrant and relevant to the present context. In view of this, I propose some initiatives which could be achieved at least by the Platinum Jubilee year. First one is bring out a booklet which contains the history of the society, its aims and objectives, important milestones, significant contributions and achievements during its journey since inception. Bring out periodical research bulletins containing survey articles and or state-of-art articles on important topics pertaining to theoretical and applied mechanics by eminent researchers, which could be informative and inspire young researchers. Start a half-yearly or yearly journal on theoretical and applied mechanics with more emphasis on the quality of articles. Start charters of the society in important cities in India and abroad with a view to expand the activities of the society. In fact, the young executive members of our society have already taken initiative in this regard. They are working on that. Last one, approach Government of India with a proposal to establish Indian Research Institute of Theoretical and Applied Mechanics under PPP mode in collaboration with industry for taking up research work on correct live problems of the industry. Of course, exhaustive deliberations may have to be done in the relevant forums of the society in this regard. I hope by the Platinum Jubilee year, some new initiatives, if not these, would be taken up. I hope the proceedings would go smoothly during the next 3 days and the deliberations would be very fruitful, productive, and beneficial to all the concerned. I thank the management, administration of IITAP, and the organizing committee in particular for making nice arrangements for conducting the conference in virtual mode and for bringing over the souvenir despite all the constraints. I wish ISTAM Congress 2021 a grand success. I know we're all eagerly waiting for the address by our Honorable Chief Guest. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I would like to request Dr. Deepak Kumar Maiti, Secretary of Indian Society of Theoretical and Applied Mechanics, ISTAM, to say a few words to the gathering.
Good morning to all of you. Respected our chief guest, Dr. Samir Kamath, Vice Chancellor VIT, and G. Vishwanathan, and Vice Chancellor of VIT AP, and other dignitaries. This is a pride moment. Finally, we are able to conduct the 66th conference. There was some ups and downs in the beginning of the organizing theme or the mode of conference. But finally, considering the current situation, we came to this virtual mode. I hope with this virtual mode, we'll be able to interact. The researchers can present their research topic and interact and have a collaborative exchange of the different research ideas. ISTAM IIT Kharagpur is headquarters is at IIT Kharagpur, but recently there was some request. We have planned to start a few branch offices depending on the interest of the institute, and in future we hope there will be some branch offices where they can start also collaborating with ISTAM headquarters. I sincerely thank to VIT AP for agreeing to organize this conference and finally made it to a big success. Thank you all. I hope this conference will be a fruitful and it will be a interactive session where all the researchers can get the benefit of their research exchange. Thank you once again.
Thank you, sir. Next, it is my honor and pleasure to introduce the chief guest, Dr. Samir V. Kamal, Director General, Naval Systems and Materials at Defense Research and Development Organization, or DRDO, Government of India. Sir is one of the preeminent scientists in India today. An IIT Kharagpur alumni, Dr. Kamal has obtained his PhD in Material Science and Engineering from the Ohio State University, United States in 1988. He then joined the Defense Metallurgical Research Laboratory, or DMRL, wing of DRDO at Hyderabad. The findings of his research in the initial years at DMRL on several structural materials were instrumental in producing various defense applications for the country. In recent years, he has led and directed a team for research and development on rare earth permanent magnets, or REPMs, as well as various advanced magnetic and ferroelectric materials for various functional applications. The significance of his research and contribution to rare earth permanent magnets can be determined from the fact that REPMs are essential to the production of so many of our modern electrical components, gadgets, and automobile parts. But 90% of its raw materials and 50% of the entire REPM production and supply is controlled by China. His contribution to such an exclusive field has helped our nation to establish the necessary technology for producing strategically important components like rare earth permanent magnets. And the technology has been used to develop and supply specialty magnetic components for various DRDO and ISRO missions. The list goes on, but I'll stop here because I don't want to stand between you and the man that you have been waiting to hear from today. So without further ado, I request our chief guest, Dr. Samir V. Kamal, sir, to address the virtual gathering. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Dipjoy, for your kind introduction. Dr. G. Vishwanathan, founder and Chancellor, VIT. Dr. S.V. Kota Reddy, Vice Chancellor, VIT AP University. Professor Radhakrishna, President, ISTAM. Professor Maiti, Secretary, ISTAM. Dr. C.L.V. Shivkumar, Registrar, VIT AP University. Dr. P.S. Ramashrikant, Convener 66th ISTAM Congress and Dean School of Mechanical Engineering, VIT AP University. Distinguished invitees, delegates, students, ladies and gentlemen. At the outset, let me wish all of you a very good morning. I'm indeed very happy to be at the inaugural session of the 66th Congress of the Indian Society of Theoretical and Applied Mechanics. I would like to thank the organizers for giving me this opportunity to address you today, albeit virtually. Let me confess, I've always had a sense of admiration towards all mechanicians. You build structures, you analyze materials, simulate complex phenomena, derive algorithms, drive multi-scale modeling across more than 15 orders of length scales from nanometer to kilometers. Across a spectrum of fields, you create and investigate materials behavior, you explore mechanical self-assembly and the mechanics of biological tissues, you probe the behavior of thin films and the workings of the Earth's crust. You hitch together empirical and mathematical and come up with solutions which provide answers to most of our technological problems. Through your work, both experiment and theory, and nowadays joined by computation, you have provided pillars which are the basis for explorations into how nature works and how nature can be put to work. In fact, the third pillar, that is computation, overlaps the two traditional pillars of theory and experiments and has expanded each in ways never even dreamed of in the past. You mechanicians are at the forefront of innovation in the fields ranging from bioengineering, nanotechnology, transportation, aerospace, and defense. Although I am a metallurgical engineer by training, a substantial part of my early career was also devoted to studying fracture behavior of materials made using these materials. Fracture mechanics to me represents mechanics at its best. Mathematical theory and problem solving with a strong experimental pinnings, test method development, and last but not least, engineering applications. All these mix together in an essential and rich manner. Fracture mechanics is still going strong even after 60 years of its establishment. Fracture problems arise every day in many areas of technology and have fundamental connections to microscopic and atomistic failure processes, which will continue to challenge us for many years to come. The chief limitation of fracture mechanics is simultaneously its greatest strength. Namely, the details of failure processes are all swept under the rug as a critical parameter to be measured by experiment. Thus, fracture mechanics provides a framework for carrying out macroscopic measurements and application of behavior that is controlled at much smaller scales, even at atomic scales in some instances. Tests are designed to measure material's toughness or crack growth rate, and then this data could be applied to predict the integrity of a structure. Even in my current role as Director General of Naval Systems and Materials, hydrodynamics, computational fluid dynamics, fluid mechanics, oceanography, and materials mechanics are playing a critical role both in developing new technologies as well as in developing advanced naval systems. In fact, there is an enormously rich set of physical phenomena at many length scales associated with materials, and mechanics seems to be uniquely suited to organizing the interplay among the multitude of influential factors. In DRDO, we are now embarking on a journey to use integrated computational materials engineering to speed up the development of materials, to meet the ever-shrinking timelines for new systems development. I will not be doing justice if I don't share a few words about DRDO, my organization. DRDO is the R&D wing of the Ministry of Defense, Government of India. Our vision is to empower India with cutting-edge defense technologies, and our mission is to achieve self-reliance in critical defense technologies and systems, while equipping our armed forces with state-of-the-art weapon systems and equipment. Our past successes include indigenous development of strategic systems and platforms such as Agni and Prithvi series of missiles, the light combat aircraft Tejas, the multi-barrel rocket launcher Pinaka, the air defense missiles, Akash, a wide range of radars and electronic warfare systems, underwater sensors such as sonars, and underwater weapons such as torpedoes and mines, to name a few. Our recent successes are Mission Shakti, which was a demonstration of the anti-satellite capability, as well as Mission Smart, which demonstrated the ability to deliver a torpedo using a supersonic missile for anti-submarine warfare. They have given a quantum jump to India's military might, generating effective deterrence and providing crucial leverage to the country. There are also several new programs on the anvil, such as the 5th generation Advanced Medium Combat Aircraft AMCA, hypersonic missiles, air-independent propulsion for our submarines, high-endurance autonomous underwater vehicles, over-the-horizon radars, next-generation main battle tanks, just to name a few. At DRDO, we believe Balasya Moolam Vijnanam. The source of strength is science. DRDO has a firm determination to make nations strong and self-reliant in terms of science and technology, especially in the field of military technologies. And your field of mechanics is extremely critical for us to deliver on our commitments. DRDO has been consistently increasing its funding for R&D in the field of theoretical and applied mechanics through our research boards, AR&DB and NRB, as well as through the centers of excellence that we have established at prominent academic institutions. I hope that this Congress acts as an exchange platform to lay a solid foundation for the development of mechanics, to bring vigor to the new generation of researchers, to jointly solve scientific and technological problems facing the country. Before I conclude, I would also like to take this opportunity to congratulate Dr. Vishwanathan and his dynamic team for building VIT into a world-class institution, which is focused not only in providing engineering education, but also cutting-edge R&D and innovation. I was very impressed with the figures which Dr. Kota Reddy presented about the achievements of VIT AP University in the extremely short tenure of 4 to 5 years. It's very creditable, and my best wishes for you to continue with this success. My best wishes to all of you for invigorating deliberations over the next 3 days, and I'm sure it will be a very enjoyable journey for all of you. Thank you for your kind attention.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, I would like to request our beloved sir, Dr. G. Vishwanathan, the founder and chancellor of VIT Group of Institutions, to address the August gathering.
Good morning to all of you. Our chief guest of today's conference, Dr. Samir V. Kamal, distinguished scientist from DRDO. The president of the ISTAM, Dr. G. Radhakrishnamacharya. The secretary of ISTAM, Dr. Deepak Kumar Meiti. Our vice chancellor, Dr. Kota Reddy. Registrar, Dr. Sivakumar. Dr. Srikant, the dean and also the convener of the 66th ISTAM Congress. Professors and other speakers and their participants from 25 states of India and also from UK, USA, South Africa, and Nepal. Very good morning to you. I'm happy that the ISTAM Society has allowed us to conduct the 66th Congress in VIT AP. I see that it was started in 1955, a year which I always remember, because that's the year I came out of the school. And my classmates, we meet often. Of course, the number is dwindling, but still we meet. This is the 66th year. In fact, we are planning to meet. And so I remember this year of 1955. As the chief guest pointed out, we are trying to do our best in research, because any country which wants to become an advanced country should take care of education, health, and research. That's what I always insist, that we should give priority to these sectors. Our advantage is our young population. If you are going to make use of this demographic dividend, we have to have educated, healthy youngsters who can take charge of the country and its various activities. But unfortunately, we are unable to spend enough on these three sectors. Take, for example, education. For the last 60, 70 years, we have been requesting, or the Education Commission has been recommending, that 6% of the GDP should be spent on education. So far, we have not crossed 3.5%. It always varies from 3% to 3.4, 3.5%. As far as health is concerned, we haven't crossed 1.5%. As far as research, we are one among the least spending countries in the world. It's almost 0.7% of the GDP. Many countries spend more than 2%. Some countries spend even up to 4%, like South Korea, Israel, etc. They spend more than 4% on research. Take, for example, VIT wants to be in the forefront on research. We want to compete with them. Because why we are lagging behind, Indian universities lagging behind in the world ranking, is mainly due to research. And for example, we are able to provide only 20,000 to our research scientists, the research students, PhD students, whereas the central government institutions pay 35,000. We have been requesting the government to treat us also on par with others, whether it's a central institution, state institution, or a private institution. It has not happened so far, but I'm happy at least the new education policy talks about level playing fields as far as research is concerned. I hope it will be soon implemented so that we will go up in research. With all these constraints, we are still able to make a difference. In fact, in the publications, in the last 5-6 years, we are #1 in the country among 1,000 state, center, and private universities. We are one, and we want to further improve the quality of our publications and also per teacher publication. This is what we are trying now. I'm happy that the society, ISTAM society, has allowed us to organize this Congress in VIT AP, which is only 5 years old, and we have a very good team under the leadership of Dr. Kota Reddy. They are trying to do their best in research and maintaining quality. The School of Mechanical Engineering is one of the premier schools of VIT AP, which has a dedicated team of highly qualified faculty members holding PhD from institutes across the world. The school is well known for its teaching and research contributions in areas such as additive manufacturing, advanced manufacturing and material characterization, computational mechanics, fluid dynamics, biomedicine, thermal science, design, robotics, IC engines, tribology, colloidal suspension, and dispersion. The School of Advanced Sciences is also participating in this conference, sponsoring this conference, comprises of the departments of mathematics, physics, and chemistry. It is an excellent faculty team who are lauded for innovative research in the respective fields. The school aims to provide a solid foundation in natural sciences to the undergraduate, postgraduate, and PhD students. Our labs have state-of-the-art facilities to carry projects for the development of technologies, and our UG students are encouraged to engage in projects with faculty members for higher studies in leading to universities in US, Europe, and Asian countries. We at VIT AP aspire to be a valuable contributor to the nation's growth and development by producing highly skilled professionals and engaging the cutting-edge research, which is the requirement of the future. We always believe that our students have opportunity to go and serve anywhere in the country or anywhere in the world, and they are always, we think that they should be ready for the world market. This conference is planned and designed for researchers and students to explore the domain of fluid mechanics and solid mechanics. Over the course of 3 days, participants will be presenting their research findings and offer new insights into the existing discourse of applied sciences and engineering. I hope the faculty, scholars, and students will benefit from this initiative of VIT AP University. The youngsters of today have to be on par with the educational requirements of the world universities, and therefore it is essential to discuss the recent trends in mechanics and promote interdisciplinary research in basic sciences and applied mechanics. This progress will lead towards the development of the society and the nation at large. My best wishes for the successful completion of ISTAM conference in the next 3 days. I would like to thank our chief guest for having accepted to be an invitation to the inauguration and giving inaugural address, and also the president and secretary of ISTAM for allowing us to conduct the 66th Congress of this ISTAM organization. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Next, we have the virtual inauguration of Conference Solvinia. And for that, I would like to request our chief guest, Dr. Samir V. Kamal, sir, to do the honor for us. And I would also like to request Dr. G. Radhakrishna, President ISTAM, Dr. Deepak Kumar Maiti, Secretary ISTAM, Chancellor, sir, Dr. G. Vishwanathan, VC, sir, Dr. S.V. Kota Reddy, Registrar, sir, Dr. C.L.V. Simkumar, Convener, sir, Dr. P.S. Ramasrikant, sir, to kindly join Dr. Kamath in doing the honor. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now we have almost come to the end of today's inaugural event. And now I would like to request Dr. C.L.V. Simkumar, sir, Registrar at VIT AP University, to present vote of thanks.
Thank you, sir. It gives me immense pleasure proposing vote of thanks on the August occasion of 66th ISTAM conference in our university. On this occasion, I very respectfully, sincerely thank today's illustrious chief guest, the distinguished scientist, Dr. S.V. Kamath, sir, Director General, Naval Systems and Materials, DRDO, for his valuable address, throwing thought-provoking ideas, including scope, limitation, challenges, opportunities in the fields of mathematical and engineering technology. Sir, we are all sincerely thankful to you for your wonderful address, and I'm sure your thoughts will definitely lead us in this 3 days conference and to come up with solutions. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I, on behalf of the university administration, sincerely thank the President, Dr. G. Radhakrishna, sir, ISTAM, for his dedicated contributions in taking this conference in our university on this occasion. Thank you, sir, for your address and presenting the address. I sincerely thank Sri Dr. Deepak Kumar Maiti, Secretary ISTAM, and this both President and Secretary happen to allow us having confidence in VIT in carrying out and organizing the conference in our VIT. Both of you, thank you very much for your valuable presence. And also, Dr. Deepak Kumar Maiti sir has also happened to give us an opportunity to take lead, if at all any interest is interested to have a branch of ISTAM. Sir, in the days to come, the School of Mechanical Engineering and the School of Advanced Sciences will be looking at it and be in touch with you, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for your address. We sincerely thank our esteemed Chancellor, sir, Dr. G. Vishwanathan, sir, for his valuable address. In fact, Chancellor, sir, is always setting directions to us And we are sure, sir, we will be proving all the dreams and visions of VIT. We are all here to see that everything is visualized and your valuable guidance, directions at every times. Thank you, sir, for your presence. And I sincerely thank our beloved Chancellor, Vice Chancellor, sir, Dr. S.V. Kotarati, sir, every time encouraging all the deans, faculty, research scholars in taking lead in advancing academics and research. And in fact, this conference also particularly, Vice Chancellor happened to be the person behind, though he happened to be away from the country from earlier. The conference is now happening because of his guidance, support at all times. Thank you, sir, for your presence and address on this occasion. I sincerely thank the conference convener, Dr. Ram Srikanth, Dean, School of Mechanical Engineering, and also the colleagues of this conference, SAS, School of Advanced Sciences Dean, Dr. Mandal, and the senior faculty, SAS, Dr. Srinivas, for organizing in collaboration with the School of Mechanical Engineering, the 66th conference. Thank you, sir, for your support.
Thank you.
So much.
Thank you. Thank you.
We all are sincerely thankful to the participants coming from various countries and to present the papers on this occasion. I'm sure that this conference will be fruitful and successful in the days to come. And we are also equally assuring that this conference will give you a rich experience in highlighting the points on these conceptual themes. And we are all sure your stay on this conference for these 3 days will be very fruitful and very meaningful. Thank you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Now for the rest of the event, I would like to request Dr. Yadananda Kumar sir to take over and apprise the audience about the upcoming talks, lectures, and events. And the scholars and other dignitaries who will be part of the event are requested to stay back. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir. Namaste.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.